All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trade. Today is Friday, November 19th, 2021. Very, very quiet market today. Very light volume session. Taking a look at the SPY here, just 38 million shares traded. It's almost 3 o'clock here, and we are at dead volume right now as options are set to expire. And we can see the whipsaw kind of action here. There's a lot of gamma at 471 and 470. You can see we got up into that area, then they ripped it back down, and now they're pushing it back below 470 again. So my guess is we probably close beneath that 470 handle here on the SPY to end the day, as those calls will probably expire worthless. Tesla getting a kind of a squeeze here in the final hour right now. Nvidia having a big day as well. So this one has some gamma at 330, so maybe that's where they push that one too. They did smash down silver, so we've been watching silver lately, and they did smash this intraday. If we look on the SLV, you can see a little bit better here. So they just hit it right before the CME closed, about half an hour before the CME closed, and it looked like they were just going to pin it to that 25 handle, which would have been 25 on spot silver, but the 23 handle on the SLV. But they clearly did not want it above that area, so they hit that. So the SLV taking a hit here, and now coming back in off the lows just a little bit, but they did smash that one down. And this is the type of games that we see played during Options X each month. Gold actually having a decent pullback here as well, although the pattern is a little bit better here on gold, as above the inverse head and shoulders neckline still currently, as SLV and the spot silver are not anymore. Take a look here. So some other things moving around. So crude, it's gotten hit a little bit here, getting below that 77 handle. It's going to have some really good support right in here. You got that 100 moving average, got this little pivot here. So I think crude probably gets a bounce here soon. What is not doing very well right now is XLE. So XLE got smashed today, and possible failed bullish pattern here. So we had this bullish chop here for a couple of weeks, and now that is pulling back in. So it doesn't mean it's going to crash or anything, but it is coming pretty sharply off the highs. Same thing with the XOP and the OIH, of course. OIH basically erasing all of the gains from October. We're almost down to the September lows at this point on the OIH. So that is a major development there in the energy sector right now. Also, Fin's getting hit a little bit here. XLF down, coming off the lows, but down 1.1% here. So remember a few weeks ago, actually a month or two ago, I talked about this potential bear flag here on Morgan Stanley. They reported earnings, stock jumped up a little bit, and you never got above this red bar high. And if we look on the weekly, there is actually a bearish inside bar here that is starting to play out. So this may actually get down to that $90 handle that I talked about a few months ago after all. And that would coincide with a pierce of the 200 moving average. And this inside bar would take you down to right about that $90 area. And you'd have some support in here. This is kind of where you broke out of from before. But just interesting there to note that that bearish pattern did end up playing out here on Morgan Stanley, even though the stock did rally up a little bit. But Fin's getting hit. Let's take a Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo down 2.25. Goldman also down 1.5. So generally a mixed bag here. It is Opex week, and we're going to see these types of movements. It was really important to see where the market opens on Monday once all of the DR hedges are gone. Next week will also be a very light volume trading week, as we do have the holidays. So barring any geopolitical news or any type of major events that are unforeseen, we should have a very neutral to upside market. At least that is what happens historically. But in any case, guys, take care. Stay tuned for the weekend video where I'll update everything much more in depth. And you guys have a great rest of your night and a great weekend.